The USGA and the R A keep saying they're going to bring the golf ball back. Well, if they don't bring it back, another alternative that I'd suggested to the USGA is, which I think is probably a reasonable alternative, and I think it should probably be used anyway because you can't bring a golf ball back for golf courses that are 100 years old, is that we've got a golf course up in the northern part of the United States and we're going to restore. It's about 58 or 900 yards. And I said, they don't have any more land. So I said, why don't we just do a golf course and do the best golf course we can on there, 58, 900 yards, and create a ball that fits it. On that particular golf course, that would probably be about a 70% golf ball. So we could create a golf ball of 50%, of 60%, of 70%, 80%, 90%, 100% golf ball. And USGA liked it. They loved the idea. So when I got them on the phone, we talked about it. The next day they said they called me back. They had 7 their agronomists and their ball people and so forth talking about how we might do this golf course as the first one, the forerunner of doing this. The manufacturers ultimately would love it because they would come to D.A.C. and they'd say this golf course right here, without changing it, is about an 80% golf course, which is about what the golf ball was in 1995. And this golf course was designed for a golf ball about in that era, not for the era of today, era then. So you design it, you put a golf ball out there, you go in the shop and you say, okay, it's an 80% golf course. I think I would really like to challenge myself. Let's take some of your good pros, your players. I'm gonna take a 70% golf ball out there. Make a tougher golf course for him. Normal guy plays with 80% golf ball. All of a sudden, the guy who's not a great golfer, he says, I really need that little extra distance. Somebody like me, because I can't hit it out of my shadow anymore. I'd use a 100% golf ball because then all of a sudden, then I can play and compete with some of the guys that are playing that 80% ball. I mean, just use that for food for thought. I don't know what's going to happen with it, whether the USGA will do that with us or not. I think we will. It just takes time. But rather than going back and say, well, gee, this was we had the PGA Championship here 56 years ago. What do we have to do to have the PGA Championship? Well, today you'd have to add 1,000 yards to this golf course. Really? You're not going to do that. You don't have the land. You don't have the money. You don't have the. You'll never get it done, and you're just going to ruin your golf course. Outside of that, it's perfect. So what I'm trying to say is, I think you use common sense and be practical about what you're doing. And your golf course here is really nice. I think that most of you probably enjoy it. If the golf course is too short for you, for the average golfer, move back a little bit. I don't think it will be. I've never seen a membership that got younger. And as you get older, you move forward. And I moved up at our course at home. I move up. I play 6,000 yards now. That's plenty of golf course for me. I still can't break 80. Sometimes. But anyway, that's sort of where I think we're going to go with the game. And I think that's what you're going to see happening. It's not going to happen overnight, but I think we started this thing back probably just as a lark. I had a group come to me, and gosh, it's supposed to be 30 years ago, and they were in the Cayman Islands. And they came and said, Jack, we really like your golf course. We want to do a championship golf course down here in Grand Cayman. Okay. And I said, how much land you got? He said, we got 91 acres. Oh, well, what else do you want to do? So we want to put a hotel, marina, and development. Oh, okay. And I said, well, I've had an idea for a long time. I said, why don't we just build you a 50% golf ball? And, if you had 90, you need 160 acres for a golf course, let's just say. And if you had a 50% golf ball, you go 2 dimensions. You go width and distance, so you only need 40 acres. You only need a quarter of the land. So we used 38 acres, 38.5 acres for a golf course. We built a golf ball for it. We did 9 holes of regular golf with a regular golf ball. We built a golf course where we put Each hole had maybe out at about 200 yards or 180 yards. We put a green. We played with a 50% ball, and then the full golf course. So we ended up with 3 golf courses there with the golf ball. They had their hotel, which was a Hyatt hotel. They had their development, which was very successful. They had the marina, which was very successful because of the 50% golf ball.